Alright, this is 12.3 day 3 by Jared Cass and Danny Bing. This is the last one. Alright, for this one we're only going to do 2 of the problems, 1 and 3. Anyways, but for number 1 we have to find the value of x given the surface area is 305 and the side length and base is 4x and the slant height is 5. So we're going to have 305 is going to equal, we're going to have 6. Alright, so it's a hexagon, that's how we know like that's going to just be like the equal triangle thingy. So it's going to be 6 times 1/4, then the side is 4x squared, square root of 3, and it's going to be plus 1/2 24x 5, because that's 1/2 the perimeter times slant height. So then we're going to simplify that, so we're going to have 305 is going to equal 24x squared, square root of 3 plus 60x. Then we're going to minus the 305 over, and we're going to move some of the variables around a little bit within the numbers so that like you can plug it into the quadratic formula easier. So it's going to be 24 square root of 3x squared plus 60x minus 305. So then we're just going to plug that in. So it's going to be negative 60 plus or minus square root of 60 squared minus 4 times 24 square root of 305. And that's going to be all over 2 times 24 square root of 3. So then we're going to simplify some of the things so it's easier to plug into your calculator. So it's going to be negative 60 plus or minus, it's going to be 3,600 plus, it's going to be 29,184 square root of 3. And that's going to be all over 48 square root of 3. So we plug that in calculator, and then we get an answer of either negative 3.525 or 2.082. And those are our answers. So that's what x could be. Alright. Then, for number 3 in the back, we gotta find the value of r, that's the radius, given that the surface area is 164 and the slant height is 8. So we're gonna have 164 is gonna equal pi r squared plus pi rl. That's like the surface area formula of a cone. So then we're just gonna subtract 164 over right away and plug in our l value. So it's gonna be I erase that later, don't worry. So it's going to be 0 is going to equal pi r squared plus 8 pi r minus 164. Yeah, I think I got a little lost here, so I'm just going to erase that quick. Yep. And then, so that's when I write the pi r squared plus 8 pi r minus 164. So then we plug that information into the quadratic formula. And so that's going to be then, it's going to be negative 8 plus or minus the square root of 8 squared minus 4 pi, or times pi, times negative 164. That's all over 2 pi. And then we just plug that right into our calculator because it's this, I don't know, sometimes I don't feel like simplifying them down anymore. So then, once we plug that in the calculator, we're going to get approximate values about negative 12.258 or 4.258. Alright, and now we actually have a super special smiley face because it looks different than the normal. See? I got a circle on it so it has a face.